So, apparently, Bill Gates' daughter, who could have guessed, her AI startup was caught scamming. Oh, who could have guessed that the daughter of Bill Gates would scam people? It's not like that's exactly how father got rich.
This shopping app raised over $40 million, attracted celebrity investors, and is now facing allegations that it took credit for sales it never actually earned. Sophia is one of those new shiny AI startups that promises to make shopping easier. You install it as a browser extension, you browse online like normal, and it's supposed to hunt down and lower prices, apply coupon codes at checkout, and even reward you with points that you can redeem.
How much you wanna bet that that thing doesn't even use any AI? It's just a program that does that, which AI is not just a program. There's a huge difference, just like between AI and machine learning. But machine learning now is called AI because that's the buzzword where the investors go, oh yeah, let's invest that into that. But it's not AI. Man, I would say half of all investors are fucking retarded.
For gift cards. Their slogan is literally never overpay again. And FIA was co-founded by Phoebe Gates, Bill Gates' 23-year-old daughter, alongside of her Stanford roommate, Sophia Kiani. But since launching the company last year,
I bet you they didn't make that. Someone else did, and they just got the rights or something like that.
The company has raised more than $40 million from venture capital firms and celebrity investors like Hailey Bieber and Kim Kardashian and so on and so on.
Is this a freaking plant? I mean, they all invest in, yeah. I guarantee you, she and her friend, they didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. This is just a scam. This entire thing is just a scam. I can guarantee you this is just a scam. To get money out of investors and shit like that, and from people. And then they say, when that thing fails, oh yeah, we're insolvent, money gone, haha.
So on. And also, a whole plethora of musicians. I mean, there's so many musicians that invested, it kind of looks like a Coachella artist announcement rather than some sort of like investment round announcement. But
and that's how you know this is not a real product. Because would they do that with something like that hasn't the name Gates attached to it? No, definitely not.
the app has reportedly been downloaded more than 1 million times, and for a while it looked
That's not even a lot. That's nothing. 1 million times, that's nothing.
like it became one of the hottest AI shopping tools on the internet. But recently, all of that changed because an investigation from Bloomberg, backed by the testing of an independent researcher and even one of FIA's competitors, accused the company of something called cookie stuffing. And once you understand how this allegedly worked, you also understand why basically the entire marketing industry completely lost their minds over this all. So essentially the easiest way to understand this is to forget about AI for
I already know how it works. So that thing took just search results and where people clicked on, looked at, but even if they didn't buy the thing, it said, oh yeah, they bought that thing. And then because it's getting money back from the companies whose product getting bought, that's how they make money. They literally scammed. I told you it's a scam.
a second and then just think about how the internet works. Because let's just say I spend 3 days writing a review on the best running shoes or something like that. You read my article, you click my link, and you buy a pair of running shoes. I didn't sell you those shoes directly, but because I convinced you to buy them, the shoemaker then pays me a small commission. That's called affiliate marketing. It's how review sites stay in business and how shopping guides make money and how, honestly, a lot of YouTubers make money as well, myself included. Essentially, as long as the product is good, everyone wins. The shopper gets recommendation and the retailer gets a sale and the person who actually influenced the purchase gets paid. At least that's how it's supposed to work. According to Bloomberg's investigation, that wasn't always what was happening with FIA. So Bloomberg tested the extension across more than 50 different retailers, and they also relied on findings from affiliate marketing researcher Ben Edelman. And this guy's been investigating the industry for years, as well as testing from Capital One Shopping, which makes a competing browser extension. But essentially what they all found was that FIA's extension could insert its own affiliate tracking code during checkout, even if FIA hadn't actually been the reason that you ended up buying the product in the first place. And
Oh, that's different from what I said. And this is genius. Oh my god. That is even more tricky. Ooh, this is good. Oh my. This way they can put in a code and prevent other codes from being used. So that literally, oh my god, take money away from other affiliates. Oh my god, that's kind of genius in how greedy and manipulating this is.
that's where this whole thing starts getting really messy. Basically, if you read a review on something, you head over to the retailer, you add it to your cart, and you get ready to check out, that's when FIA's browser extension could step in. And instead of just looking for coupon codes like you expected, the extension would open a background tab and insert FIA's own affiliate tracking code. So nothing about your shopping experience really changed. You still bought the exact same product, but you didn't discover it through FIA. And behind the scenes, the affiliate commission would end up going somewhere completely different, like allegedly to FIA, for example. But that's essentially what cookie stuffing is. And this might sound a little bit familiar because obviously Honey was outed for doing this a few years ago. But essentially, the term cookie stuffing is used to describe times when an affiliate tracking code is placed on someone's browser without that affiliate earning the referral. So in this case, critics allege that FIA was claiming credit for sales it didn't actually drive. So if that's true, the people losing out aren't actually the shoppers. They're the websites, journalists, creators, and publishers who actually convinced someone to make the purchase in the first place. And the biggest voice...
Yeah, but do you... We all know that, you know, these billionaires don't give a damn about normal people, right? Not even millionaires. If you're wealthy, have a couple of 100K, you know, in your bank, you know, they don't give a damn about you, how you make your money. And this is clearly, you know, clearly shown in this case.
Behind the allegations is the guy I mentioned earlier, Ben Edelman. And he spent decades studying affiliate marketing and online advertising, and he reviewed FIA's code and did his own testing. And he later published a detailed write-up explaining exactly what he found. So according to Edelman, this wasn't just Edelman. Maybe it's Edelman. Edelman or Edelman. Uh-oh. I'm gonna switch up to Edelman.
It's a German name. Well, most likely a Jewish German name. It's Edelman. Wait, Edelman? That's... how? Nah, I don't translate it now. No. That would take way too much brain power here.
And so I've covered both bases now. But I'm slowly realizing we're overpaying for everything as of lately. Everything really just has become inch-fied, as Louis...
Is this an ad? I bet this is an ad.
Rosman cleverly coined a while back. But I'm also just learning we're absolutely overpaying for wireless phone coverage. And that's where today's sponsor, Mint Mobile, comes in. Because right now, for a limited time, you can get 3, 6, or 12 months of premium wireless phone service for $15 a month. And that's any plan, even unlimited data. And you can do so easily online. If you didn't know, Mint Mobile is premium wireless without the premium price tag. And all Mint Mobile plans include unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. And it also includes free calling to Mexico, Canada, and the UK as well, apparently. And hotspots are also included up to 20 gig on the unlimited plans. So this is not some stripped down budget carrier. Mint Mobile delivers a full-featured premium wireless experience at a fraction of the cost. So if that sounds interesting to you, you can stop overpaying for wireless, just because that's always how it's been. Because you can just switch to Mint for their summer promo and get like 3, 6, or 12 months premium wireless for, again, $15 a month, which I haven't seen anything better. And that's, again, any plan, even unlimited. So you can go to mintmobile.com/Atozy and use code Atozy at checkout. And again, that is mintmobile.com/Atozy. And if you do so, that'll heavily support the channel. But without further ado, let's...
I pay about $30 for my mobile phone per year. because I never use that shit. I never have calls, so who cares? And the data I use at home, WLAN, wireless. And even when I go outside, most of the time I don't even have my phone with me, because why would I? No one cares. I don't need to be reachable when I go for a walk or a hike or do grocery shopping or shit like that. I basically live like in the 90s. I basically don't have a mobile phone.
Continue the video. So according to Edelman, this wasn't just some random glitch that happened once or twice. No, he says he found a feature inside of FIA's browser extension called Enable Coupon Auto Drop. Uh-oh. And based on his testing, the feature could automatically trigger affiliate links without the user ever clicking an affiliate link themselves. And he also says the behavior was being controlled by the company's servers, meaning it could be turned on or off depending on things like what device someone was using. And this is where the story, I guess, takes another turn.
Wait, that browser extension is connected to servers of a company? One more reason I don't want that.
Because FIA told Bloomberg that a recent release of its code caused a problem, and the company worked overnight to fix it. But Edelman doesn't actually agree with that. So based on his report, he says the feature first appeared in the version of the app released in December 2025 and remained there for months. And he also argues that because the feature was intentionally implemented and given the name auto drop. So that's really the issue at the center of this whole thing. FIA says a software issue caused it and it's now been fixed. But then we have Edelman saying the evidence points to something way more planned out. Either way though, there's some massive backlash here.
Oh, do I believe the guy that analyzes these things for a living, or the daughter of a horrible person? Oh, I wonder who I trust more, right?
Impact.com suspended FIA's account over behavior it says violated its policies. And that's a pretty big deal because affiliate marketing runs on trust. Retailers have to trust that affiliates are only getting paid when they're actually earning a sale. Publishers have to trust that they spend hours writing reviews and convincing someone to buy something that they're not going to lose out on that affiliate commission. Especially not last second just because you do a check to see if there's any other coupons that could save you money. Essentially, what FIA is being accused of doing is exactly what Honey did. Because I feel like obviously if you remove...
Oh my god, is that where they had the idea from? I wouldn't be surprised if they looked at Honey and went, oh, how about we do this exact same thing? I wouldn't be surprised about that.
The cookie stuffing, these apps aren't that bad. They essentially just help the consumer pay less money. But I guess certain players get greedy. Obviously, Honey was caught. FIA, their allegations right now kind of seems like they were caught, but it's all alleged for now. But obviously, when allegations like this pop up, you can't exactly just shrug it off and say, it's probably fine. But also, I will say one thing I did notice while looking into this mess is this isn't even the first time that FIA has faced questions about what its browser extension was doing behind the scenes. So lately,
most likely collecting a lot of information about the user and then selling everything. I wouldn't be surprised about that.
Last year, Fortune reported that earlier versions of the extension were collecting way more browsing data than what they expected. So
told you.
Allegedly, this extension was sending copies of web pages users visited, including pages that could contain sensitive information like emails or bank account pages, all the way back to FIA's servers. So again, if that is true, okay, FIA is not a good app whatsoever. This is bad. But allegedly, after
and that all on purpose. But hey, those billionaires are the good people, right?
researchers contacted the company, FIA removed that feature, and the company said it's been using the data to identify shopping websites and improve their product. But none of that right there matched the company's privacy policy, and it didn't explain that even collecting URLs could expose sensitive information, which brings me to something I found pretty funny, because I started reading FIA's current privacy policy, and look, every browser extension has a privacy policy that's probably about a mile long, but after everything that's happened, a few lines definitely stand out. So the
please be good. Please.
Somebody says it automatically collects information about your browsing habits, including the pages you visit, the links you click on, and so on. It also says it can use web content to track shopping sites and make assumptions about you based on the information it collects. And after reading the headlines about browser extensions,
Sure? Yeah? That's, by the way, a reason why I would not use things like that. Because I don't want to be tracked everywhere. I don't want them to know what naughty sites I open.
quietly doing things in the background, you suddenly find yourself reading every sentence of privacy policy like you're reviewing some sort of legal contract before you're buying a house. That is one of those moments where you realize how much access you hand over when you click to add to Chrome. And I say that as someone with a whole bunch of Chrome extensions. But hey, what do you guys think? Do you think this was all an accident? Do you think it was on purpose? Who knows? It'll be interesting to see. But if anything major happens, I'll definitely make a follow-up video. So if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. This shopping app raised over...
Massive day for the unemployed.
This shopping app...
I hate YouTube. I hate the autoplay. Can we not have autoplay? Oh no, we can't, because fuck you, user. I hate that shit. Okay. Jesus. So, who could have guessed that the daughter of Bill Gates would scam people? Allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. Yeah. Who could have guessed? Who could have guessed that the billionaires are trying to make money by scamming people? Yeah, who could have guessed? Could you guess, chat? Dear viewer, could you? If yes, leave a comment on this under this video. And if you like this, give it a like. And if you want to see more, subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.